All right, we've got the intro video here for Tract 26 at the tracks at White River. 10-acre property, basically square in size. It's going to be about 660 by about 660 feet. So it's got a nice shape to it. We've had quite a few tracks lately that have been very rectangular. So not just rectangular, but we've had quite a few long, thin tracts. Not necessarily on this project, but on other ones, just because of the way the land has been. In this case, this is kind of what everybody wants. It's essentially square, kind of gives you the most options, and often the best privacy too, with a tract with dimensions like this one. As we look at it here, it's going to be one of the tracks at White River South, so very private. Heavily wooded, obviously, and still quite close to the river. We won't spend too much time on this particular video showing you how to get through and get to the property, because I think we've covered that in other videos. But really quickly, if you're coming in from the north, which we would be, that's the only way we could get through with the road system. Coming through the north on this Lock 3 road, come on down, and as soon as you get under the large power line, once you cross under that, if you go right, you'd be at the river very, very quickly. If you go left, you'll go up the hill and you'll come to the gate for the tracts. Going through that gate, you'll go kind of up another hill. Tract 9, Tract 10 starts to level out at Tract 13. Hang a right. Follow the easement road system. You'll hopefully have either the Land ID app or possibly the printed maps to help you find the tract, and then you'll come out to Tract 26. Some of the tracts I believe have signs up, numbered signs up. Not all of them though, so don't rely on that. If you have the Land ID app, that's the best, and we can help you get that set up if you call us in the office. So Tract 26. Let's take a quick look here at the topo map, because on Tract 26 that looks really good. So here we go. We're using the Land ID interactive map, and you'll see a very, very similar map on the listing page for the property, which is likely where you are if you're watching this video. So you can see where the road comes in. It runs roughly in the center of this fairly wide ridge, which is pretty common for roads in the Ozarks. As you go either north or south from the ridge, and this is based on the topo map here, what we're seeing is it stays level for a while and then starts to slope down. Going northerly, it slopes down. If you can follow the little white hand here, the little white glove. And just really quickly on a topo map, the contour lines are just showing us the elevation change of the land. When the lines are close, the property is steeper. When they're further apart, it's got more flatness to it. So in this case, if you follow about where the little white glove is, that's probably the most level part on the north side, following almost a mini ridge that comes off the ridge. And then going south, it starts off fairly level, and then as you get further to the south, you see how those lines get close. That's going to be quite a bit steeper down to the actual creek bed, which starts almost on the property and then flows southwesterly into, I believe it's called Glen Creek, which then flows westerly a very short distance into the White River. So this creek bed, this is going to be a seasonal creek or a wet weather creek. We have not explored it on foot, but just based on the topo map, it seems clear it's certainly not a year-round creek. But just the way it's situated and the way we look at this topo, it'd be really fun to spend a day or two and thoroughly explore that creek bed and see if you could possibly find maybe some small springs, maybe even some caves. This area is known for caves, and that's really nice topography to go searching for a cave just right where that creek bed is. Looks really good for that. And at a minimum, you're going to find some really cool rock features with a creek bed like that. So on this property, you've kind of got quite a few choices. If you wanted to do potentially a building site from maybe a cabin or just a campsite, Obviously, you've got the north side of the road here. You've got to be a certain distance off the road, which you would want to be anyway for privacy and then for the setback. But the north side would give you some options. The south side could as well. If you could potentially get over to this southeast side, that might be interesting. Once you cross that creek bed, it starts to rise back up and then levels toward the southeast side, which is pretty neat. And I think we already mentioned this is going to be basically all wooded other than the easement road itself and the creek bed. You're going to find a lot of different species of trees out here. I mean, we've seen just about everything. We've seen red oak and white oak, obviously, but black walnut, hickory trees, chestnut trees, some softwoods as well, as far as cedars and pine trees. I mean, it's just a really nice mixture, and the deer and turkey seem to love it. We have so many photos of deer and wild turkey out here on these tracks that it's just unbelievable. So anyway, that's a quick look at track 26. Check out the other videos. If you have any questions, just let us know.